Happy garden tour Saturday, you guys. We're not going outside because it's been like minus 28 degrees Celsius, minus 29 degrees Celsius, and wind chills, cold warnings. So we're not going outside. We'll be inside. We're talking inside. This is the indoor planting season. I've been seeing tons of YouTubers sharing what they are planting inside. It just gets all my gardening juices flowing. Like, I cannot wait to start the gardening season. It just makes me want to go seed shopping. Yeah. I'm going to take you on a tour, actually, of Khulman's, which is a local greenhouse. That's where I picked up a few seeds, but I really like it. It's very close to where we live, so it's just a short jaunt away. They got a fish pond and turtle pond, which is a lot of fun. And they have dinosaurs. I mean, who doesn't love that? So we're going to tour around Khulman's really quick here a little bit, and I'm going to share with you guys all the little garden happenings indoors. Yeah. Hello and welcome back to Baker Brews. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Donna. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 2 boys, and here on this channel we love to chat about homesteading in the city, and we share a ton of our family adventures. I have a whole playlist about my homesteading in the city adventures. I love to garden. I am by no means an expert gardener. I feel like I'm new to gardening. I grew up around a garden though. My mom always had a huge, massive garden. She was always starting plants indoors. Even now, it's February, and even now, all of her shelves with her grow lights are full. And I can't wait to see the awesome, she grows flowers, like beautiful flowers, and tons of veggies and fruits in her garden. It always does so well every year, so I'm envious, but I love her. She is my resource. But this year, I wanted to share with you guys the things that I am trying to start growing for my little garden in the city. My garden consists mostly of raised garden beds. We also have like a larger garden plot area that needs to get rotor-tilled, and then I have like a side garden area. So my garden is scattered with varying light shades all over the place. Just nothing there to snack on, hey? The stuff that I'm starting inside, okay, it's February, so I'm not starting a whole bunch of stuff just because then I have to keep it inside until it's ready to go outside, which typically here we're in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So usually I don't put anything outside until the May long weekend. That is like my golden rule. So you can start acclimatizing plants, but it doesn't actually go outside until like May long weekend or after May long weekend. So then I got quite a few months to wait before I can move it outdoors. But I did want to start some stuff inside earlier this year than I did last year, because the things that I started inside last year, I felt like I waited too long and they just didn't have enough like growing season days. Then when I did put them outside, they had a much longer acclimatization. So I just didn't get the results that I really wanted or was hoping for. So this year I'm starting a tiny bit earlier. So first off, the first plants that I started inside, brand new this year, are kohlrabis. We tried a kohlrabi, it was like this big around, and it was out at a farm called the Jungle Farm, and I loved it. It was the coolest tasting thing. You can eat it raw, you can saute it, you can put it in salads. It just had a really interesting taste, and me and hubby both really liked it. The kids were not so keen on it, but like anything, I feel like once you expose them enough times to it and they're able to pick it from the garden and it's fresh, like that taste is what keeps you coming back for more and more. So I'm really hoping it will grow on them like so many of the other things that I grow in the garden have grown on them and they enjoy now. The kohlrabi are super cute. I already have like 10 of them, so I know I'm going to have 10 little pots already for these suckers to grow. All right, these are the kohlrabi seeds from West Coast Seeds that I'm going to try and grow this year. You can sow them, it sounds like, in mid to late summer for a fall crop. I think I am going to just like, I don't know, I'm going to try. Good job, Lincoln. I'm going to try to plant like this row of 5 and see how they do to get us started. And then over on this side, I have my kohlrabi. Look at how well it's doing. It's got 2 true leaves on it. It's starting to look a little gangly, but what are you gonna do? I'm probably gonna have to transplant those into bigger pots, but at least there's only 2 in each one, so maybe that'll help. The other plant that I started inside already are my hot spicy peppers and my California peppers, because last year I grew a whole bunch of them and I had to thin them. I had too many. They took way too long to acclimatize, like problem after problem. So I just didn't get like any yield off of them before the frost came. So I actually moved a whole bunch indoors. As you can see, I got a couple over here. I think I moved 9 inside in total. And 2 of them I trimmed off all the leaves like I heard on the internet and put them in the basement room and only water them like once a month. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna come back or not. So that's what happened to 2. Another 2 got totally infected, really gross with like spider mites and like black aphids. So I just put them back outside. I was like, forget it. I just couldn't get them to stop. It was gross. So they went outside, they're dead. And then the rest of them are here. They are scattered in my living room. I didn't trim the leaves off. I did get like these aphids, which I'll show you. Pretty much all of my plants inside now have these yellow sticky sticks, and I spray them, and it's a lot of work since I brought them inside with the bugs that also came in that I didn't want. Get those bugs! Get the bugs! Get them! Get them! Careful, don't fall.
I got them now.
So that's been an unfortunate little twist all through the winter, but what are you gonna do? But the peppers look healthy for the most part. A couple of them, these 2 in particular, I am very happy with, and I would love it if these 2 alone were my survivors and just continued to do well. So with planting a few more pepper plants though, I am going to look at what goes well with pepper plants. So I was looking at companion planting with my pepper plants and like trying to figure out what sort of things I should plant next to them. And in doing so, I realized I made a huge mistake last year because I planted my pepper plants right beside my tomato plants, you know, because I'm going to make salsa. So I put pepper plants and tomatoes together, which apparently is like one of the worst things you can do, and it inhibits your peppers. So I'm wondering if that is also why I did not get the pepper crop that I wanted. These are the seeds that I saved from the Black Magic jalapenos. I'm going to just plant as many as I can, and then I'm going to save the rest of them just depending on how much space I have in the tray. And then these seeds are some California sweet pepper seeds that I saved. This is what I did last year. I just saved the seeds from a California pepper that I bought at the grocery store. And then I planted like loads of them, but I think this year I'm just going to plant a few, and then I'll just like get rid of the rest of them. Maybe I'll get a different colored sweet pepper and we'll plant those too. But we're going to start with planting these in this huge tray that I have here. Got my helper.
This big one.
That is a big one, and we're just going to fill the whole tray with peppers, I think. I'm going to read off of this list. Companion plants for peppers. So the best things to plant are flowers like snapdragons, baptisia, and bee palm. These attract really good pollinators. Marigolds help suppress nematodes from the soil and again also attract really good pollinators. Alliums like onions and chives help repel pests like aphids. Yeah, that's what I need. And cowpeas, which I had to look up what a cowpea was, but it is a black-eyed pea is more commonly what it's called too. So those capture nitrogen, which is what a pepper can use. So that's a very helpful relationship. Other options are also basically any like spice or herb. So your dill, oregano, parsley, and basil, which I'm very happy about that because I feel like since I have these plants in pots, I could easily throw in some basil or oregano and parsley and let it actually start growing now, and then I can have some herbs even right away here in the next little bit, which would be super nice. And then on the other side of that is also carrots and spinach. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. If you are like me and you want to plant pepper plants and you didn't get the crop you wanted to, maybe that answered some things about why. I mean, I'm by no means an expert, but I just, in that little bit of reading that I did, realized that I had made another mistake last year, which caused my lack of peppers, and then I figured out some things to do differently this year. I also cut open a big orange pumpkin. I found some seeds that were sprouting, so I planted 4 pumpkin seeds. It's a little early to start pumpkins, so if they don't come up, I'm totally fine with that. We have other pumpkin seeds that I am going to be planting, so that is pretty much it for what I am going to plant in February. March, I will probably start my tomatoes. I got a whole bunch of really cool seeds, like really interesting cherry tomatoes. We really like cherry tomatoes. I could not keep cherry tomatoes around. Last year, they were getting eaten faster than that thing could turn them ripe. So this year I want to plant more cherry tomatoes just so the kids have more to eat and munch on. So that'll happen in March. And I've also asked my lovely mother to also plant me one, it would be nice, probably 2 or 3 zucchini plants, please, Mummy. We love zucchini, and I pickled zucchini. It turned out so good. So yeah, so I want some zucchini starts, and yeah, otherwise, most other things I'll be planting outside when the weather turns, when everything is already in the garden. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are a gardener, let me know, what are you planting inside? What are you excited to try? Do you have any interesting new plants that you're hoping to grow this year? If not, are you the sort of person who loves to go to the greenhouse to pick stuff up? Like, what are your top greenhouse? Like, you get it, these are the plants you pick up every year. Like, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you.
Yup. They're moving the same angle.
Oh no! They're not looking either. Guys, the birds, let go! Move! Well, that's one way to do it, honey. Just wait.
There, come back, dude.
It's the hill. It's okay. I just wait a minute.
Somebody needs to go spray paint some big arrows on this thing.
All right, we're good, Larry. We're good. We're good.
All right, good luck.
Come on, guys.
Watch, Mom's gonna smoke these people. Oh goodness, close one.
Dad.
Yeah.